Go.
We're at Aveley. Kingstonian's pre-season continued with a 1-0 win here, and we're here with Hayden and Gus. Hayden, a win, but not the best game of football I've ever seen.
No, but we have to accept that there's going to be games like that this season. They worked very hard to stop us playing. Obviously we've come to a club today that we knew would give us a different challenge. They did that. They didn't disappoint in that because they gave us a very physical challenge, and they worked very hard to stop us. I don't think we coped with it so well in the first half, even though we were never really threatened. The second half, the players got to grips with it much more, with one or two tactical changes, the introduction of this man, and I think in the end it was deserved. 15 minutes of football is how I refer to these games. 90 minutes of hard work. The game was a little ugly, which isn't my way, but we have to accept that sometimes in the league, in the division that we play in, you're going to have to come to places like this and really dig deep, be solid, be difficult to beat, play with a big spirit, and then the football come through. And today it come through for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And in that 15 minutes, that's when we won the game.
What was it about that second half that was different? Because we scored, but even 30 seconds into the half, Cadell's probably had a better chance than we've done anything in the first half. What was different?
I think that the midfield was different. Primarily, the midfield was different. If you want to play against us and try to take us on at football, we're happy with that. They wanted to do something different. They were very good at picking up the second balls, but I knew that the introduction of Kenny and the introduction of Gus would absolutely nullify that, and I thought that both of those players absolutely changed the game.
Gus, how do you find it coming on to a game at half-time or later in the game as opposed to starting it? How different is that for you as a player?
Depends how you take it. Depends what the situation of the game is. Some games will be tough to get the rhythm going. But today, for some reason, we started off at half-time. Hayden was like, we have to go on the front foot. So it's quite easy to get going from the get-go, be on the front foot, high press, and when you get the ball, just dictate play. So that was quite easy. But at times, sometimes when coming on the sub, it could be a bit difficult to get in the rhythm of the game. Say if you come halfway through the second half, it'd be quite hard to get up to the speed of it. But today was quite easy, I think.
How does pre-season feel different to you this year compared to last season? Obviously, last season we come and the whole Merstham team's come across. This time it's a bit of a mix of last season and some new guys as well. What feels different this year?
This year feels like we're just building on from last year, just adding a few extra players, that we needed from last year that we didn't have to really push on for the league. But we've got a foundation and I've added a couple more players to really make us push on. But it feels like we're ready to challenge for the game.
Where do you see your best position? Because you pop up in central midfield, you pop up on the right. You put it right back for 10 minutes and almost got us kicked out of the FA Cup last season. Where do you want to be playing for?
To be honest, I'm happy playing. But I quite like the number 8 position because I get to do box-to-box, run with the ball, tackle. Yeah, you do a bit more as a box-to-box midfielder. And I feel like I've got the energy and the ability to play box-to-box.
Who wants you to a player like Gus in your squad who just seems to be willing to play anywhere and anyhow?
For me, Gus is the most important player at the club. We had conversations in the summer. I told him how I wanted him to become an even bigger part of our work. We spoke very clearly about how I wanted the team to improve. But this guy is very good without the ball, but he's also very good with the ball. He can do everything. If it's a scrap, he will win the scrap. If it's a technical game, he's got a great relationship with the ball. He has an amazing energy. He understands serve man runs, and for me, he's easy to work with because he's a student of the game, and by trade he's a coach, so he understands the different ideas. So I can't give the guy enough credit. I think he's hugely important to this football club.
Away from this game, I guess the big thing that's changed since we last spoke on Tuesday is the fixtures coming out. First two games, Cray and Worthing, can do us from much of a tougher start.
No, Cray and Worthing have both got a tough start, you're quite right. It was no surprise. Last season was a tough start, and I said to everybody it was a tough start. This season, the first game we play away at Cray. We finished second, and I know Tony very well and his team, and they had a great season last year and are set up to do very well again. Then we play Worthing with Adam, who are top. There's, I think, Hornchurch is in the mix, and you've got Enfield in the mix, and there's Merstham in the mix. It's difficult, which is difficult for maybe different reasons. But we'll be ready, and with the squad of players that we have, we'll pay everybody amazing respect, but we'll let them worry about us.
Gus, when the fixtures came out, was there a game that you looked for straight away?
I always look for Lewis, to be honest. I always look for Lewis, but I like playing. I don't mind playing whoever, to be fair. But Lewis would be the fixture that I always look towards. Just because I'm obviously promoted with Lewis.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, they're good guys over there. So.
I think that's the first one the fans look for. Why are you going away to Lewis as well? It's a nice day out. But Saturday in December this year. Saturday in December, I think. And if we have a good trophy run, it'll be moved. So.
Well, it won't be in December then.
What about you, Hayden? What's the first fixture you look for?
Genuinely, I don't. Honestly, everybody will say maybe Merstham, maybe Cashel. Genuinely, I don't. I'll tell you the truth. I look for the first fixture, and I look at the block that we start with, and I don't really look beyond that. I've only got one ambition at the moment, and that's to win the first game of the season. And by the way, that's not a league game.
Is that an advantage? Do you think we'll have a bit of an edge going into Craig because we'll play competitive football?
Possibly. I've no doubt that Tony's team will be ready. It'll be a great game of football, as it was last season when we played Craig twice. But all that I can say is I think that if you look at the start, in the first few 4 or 5 blocks, you've got Worthing, you've got Cray, you've got Hornchurch, you've got Enfield, and all of those clubs will have promotion aspirations. So it's going to be a difficult start, but we'll be ready. I'm really pleased with the players' work. It hasn't been as fluid today as what we would like, but different characteristics win different games. And the characteristics today were, if you want to try and bully us, we're going to stand up. We're going to stand up and we're going to bully the bullies. And when the game settles and when we get it right in that short period of the game, we'll look to kill you in those moments. So if this was the first day of the season, we'd be very happy. And I understand people may say, yeah, but Aveley are not in our division. I would argue that by saying they should be, because Aveley, Morden and Tiptree were the best teams in that league last year. They obviously had a great run in the FA Trophy. And let's not forget, on Tuesday night they beat Welling here. And so to come here and 1-0 and for Rob to have a pretty quiet day, if you analyse it, I think the players have done well again, in a different way.
Great, well, good work today.